to my channel. My name's Katrina and this is Create Something Pretty. This is where I like to talk about sewing handmade items for your wardrobe. I also sew and I crochet as well. If that's something that interests you, please stick around. To everyone who has liked and subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. If you haven't already, please do so. I would really appreciate it. And I love reading your comments. Please, I would love you to leave a comment. Today I have for you a review of last year's Make 9 challenge, and I also have this year's Make 9 challenge plans. I'm going to be putting quite a few photos up here. Excuse the light in my camera, it is shocking weather outside at the moment, and I have my ring lights out. We are in the middle of summer, but it is very grey and it's been raining all day today. My husband and I have been clearing off our rather large deck and getting it ready to be oiled. It took up my whole beautiful day that I could have done this video yesterday. I'm trying very hard not to look this way so you don't catch that ring light. Yes, so this has really been the only chance I've had to get this video out. So my kids are still home. I think they have 6 weeks of holidays, so they'll be home for a little while yet. I think my hubby goes back next week. So that's a little bit of an update of what's happening here. Before I forget to tell you, I'm wearing my Iris tee that I made recently from Forget Me Not Patterns. I always forget to tell you what I make. It's got the nice little pleating on the sleeves. And I love this fabric. This was a recycled cotton from Spotlight Stores that I got on clearance. I'm not sure if they'd still have it if it's on clearance, but you never know. Maybe it's worth a try. So yeah, let's get on with the Make 9. There's quite a few patterns for me to go through. So I'll place a picture in here of my 2022 Make 9. And I will go through it. I have got notes, so I will be reading those as well, because I can't remember all of these. So my challenge, the items that I chose for my Make 9 2022 was the Sparrow Tee by Common Stitch, Cozy Jacket from Pattern Scout, the Pinnacle Sweater from Paper Cut Patterns, Roscoe Blouse from True Bias, the Harriet Bra from Cloth Habit, the Nova Coat from Paper Cut Patterns, the Lander Pants from True Bias, a Simplicity Pattern S9334, and I always like to include a knit in my Make 9s because I think I was a knitter before I was a sewer. So I chose the, now I'm going to butcher this name. I'm very sorry. I'm really not sure how to say this. Nanimo cardigan by Good Day Night. Good Night Day. Oh, I'm so sorry. I always mix that one up and say it backwards. I don't know why I can't get it right. So I think last year, I think I did really well. I am not great with following plans. I always find that if I start planning what I'm going to make, for me it starts to feel like a chore, like I have to do it, and it just takes the fun out of it. So I made 6 out of 9 items, and for me I think that's pretty good. That is much better than I have done in prior years. I might go through them one by one and let you know what has happened. So the Sparrow Tee from Common Stitch, I end up swapping that out. I can't remember what I swapped it out for. I might put it in below. I did try and make it, and I found I could not get the neckline right. It was really gapey, and I read a lot of reviews with other people had said the same thing, and I just couldn't get it to sit nicely. It was just way too loose on me, so I ended up making another t-shirt instead. The Cozy Jacket by Pattern Scout. I have already made this twice before. Actually, I did make one this year. I was planning on making more of a denim style or like a canvasy style jacket, but instead I made a, oh, what's it called, like a teddy fleece lined jacket. I actually made up the lining myself, so I was really proud of how that turned out. I'm going to put pictures in of all these makes as well, so that you can get to see what they turned out like. I love this jacket and I still wear it. The only thing with this jacket that I wasn't sure of is the lining. Like the lining was fine. It was just a jersey that I used. I wanted it to be soft because I found the teddy fleece was the wind, so I could feel breeze through it, so I really did need to be lined. And I used a jersey lining that I just happened to have, just like a jersey fabric that I had in my stash. And I found yeah, it was worked really well, but the tone, I felt like the tone did not go, because the teddy fleece is like a cream color and the lining was a little bit more white, and I felt that the white made the cream look more dirty, and I just don't think it was a good mix of colors. But I still wear it. I still love it. I think it's a great jacket. I'm still going to make that pattern again. I'm planning on making it a third time because I love it. It's a great pattern. The third item on my list was a pinnacle sweater by Paper Cut Patterns. I loved this. I had to, I think with this one, I just used a black fleece back. I'm not sure what it's called, fleece back fabric. I had to adjust the way, because it has a cross on the front, I had to adjust the width of that so to grade it out for my hips. I didn't know how to do that. So I kind of winged it. So I had to just make the cross a little bit wider to fit my hips. I usually have a little bit of trouble, I'm finding, with paper cut patterns. I find they're too wide for my body. I don't know if that's the real reason why I have fit issues with them, but I love their styles. They're so beautiful. So I'm willing to go to the effort to make them fit. I just love their patterns, but the fitting part, I always seem to have a little bit of trouble with, but I keep going back. I must like something. So that was a pinnacle sweater from Paper Cut Patterns. This one can also be made as a summer weight shirt as well. It's for knits or for wovens, and I think that's a great pattern. Love it, love it, love it. My fourth was a True Bias Roscoe blouse. I love this pattern. I definitely want to make it again. It's just beautiful on. It's just so lovely to wear. I can't give it enough praise. I really want to go back and make this again. I want to make the Roscoe dress. I love True Bias patterns. I think they're fantastic. They're very wearable. They're just something you can wear every day. I love their patterns. The Harriet bra. Now, I did not make this one. I don't know why. I think when I think about it, I think maybe it's because it's a stretch fabric, and making bras, there's a lot of fitting involved. I haven't done it yet, so I don't really know. I think it's a stretch element that's scaring me. I haven't done it yet, and I don't want to mess it up. I have beautiful fabric from Pit Trading that I still need to use, and I have not forgotten it. I still want to do it. Yeah, I still want to do this one, and I haven't done it yet, so I definitely want to come back and visit that one. Now, the Nova coat from Paper Cut Patterns, I just didn't get time for this one. By the time winter had finished, I just run out of time. Little did I know that our summer would be so wintry. I probably could have made it. So this is one I want to revisit again in the future. And I did make the True Bias Slender pants. I have given these away. I didn't get the fit right. I was thinking of these pants as if they were jeans, and they're not jeans, they are pants. And I think if I had viewed them as pants, I would have used a different fabric, and I would have had different expectations, and I think they would have come out a lot better. I would have chosen a much better fabric. So the landers, I want to revisit them. I want to make them again using, maybe it's just a plain fabric, and make the shorts first and get the fit right. So that's yeah, I really want to try that again. It wasn't my best effort, but I made them, so I'm very happy that I at least tried them. So, and I also had Simplicity 9334. I made this top. I love this top. It is beautiful. I will definitely, I can recommend this pattern. I would make it again. I was very happy with it. I actually can't remember a lot about the process, but I have the top and I wear it, and I want to make some of the other versions as well. It's a beautiful pattern. And I also, I'm going to butcher it again. I'm so sorry. Good Night Day Nanaimo cardigan. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It sounds terrible. I did make it. Yes, I did. It was a very quick make. I learnt a lot. I have been knitting since I was quite young, like primary school aged, but I'd only made toys back then, and then I made jumpers when my kids were little, and I feel like I'm still learning how to fit fit jumpers. I need to learn, but I learned a lot of increases, different increases. There was also a twisted I-cord edging on that jumper, and I'm pretty sure I messed that up pretty badly one spot. I would like to revisit this again sometime, but jumpers are so much work. Like, this was really quick because it was quite thick yarn on thick needles. It was, as far as jumpers go, it was a quick knit, but it was, I'm not sure that I would revisit a jumper pattern. The fit was not great. I think I made a size too small, and it has a collar, so I need to put this down. It has a collar, and on me it came sort of, it sat into my neck. Instead of sitting out, it sat in. So I think I made too small a size. So I may retry it one day, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've got a busy life. We'll see. So that is my 2022 Make 9. I think 6 out of 9 items is really good. I actually wear everything except for the landers, and that's because of fit issues. So I think my choices were really, really good. When I sew, I generally sew on a needs basis. So because I'm making a handmade wardrobe, I'm not just sewing. I sew what I need to wear. And occasionally, I did also make some items for my kids last year, which I haven't included in a lot of my Instagram listings. Yeah, if I find they need clothing, I'll probably make theirs before I make something for myself. Yeah, that was my Make 9 for 2022. Now this year I have chosen a very different Make 9. I think last year's was great, but I have always wanted to do a Make 9 that was just dresses. I have so many beautiful dress patterns, and I feel like this year's Make 9 is more a reminder to myself that I have those patterns and to think about getting them done. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to catch that glare again. I keep doing that. I try and turn away. Yeah, so I thought I'd do Make 9 with these patterns, and I'll put a picture to the side so it's hard to get the glare and sit this way. So I have, this year I've chosen, I have so many more beautiful dress patterns than these, and they just haven't come up as important as like t-shirts and just your general everyday wear items. So this is what I want to try and do this year, but we'll see how we go, because I want to make everything. Okay, so the first one is the Estelle dress by Paper Cut Patterns. It looks like a simple skirt pattern with the top. I'm not sure how complicated the top is. I would like to make it so the skirt and the top are connected, because I don't want to show any midriff. That's not me at all. But I love the shape of the front, the scoop that goes across the neck with the puffy sleeves. I really like how that looks, and I'm hoping to have it fully connected. I don't want to show any midriff. Pretty sure I saw someone hack this on Instagram to have the front and the back quite similar. So hopefully I can figure out how to do that. That's my plan. That's my first one. I also have the Style Arc Naomi dress. Every time I look at this, I want to make it. I'm quite excited about this one. I think it's very wearable. It's not, you could probably dress up depending on what fabric you use. But I want my dresses to be something I can wear most of the time and to get a lot of wear out of them. If I'm going to spend a lot of time making a dress, it needs to get as equal wear. So that's the Style Arc Naomi dress. The third item that I would like to make is also a Style Arc pattern. It is the Armadale dress. This has princess lines, it's button up, it has a collar. It is a very smart little dress. I love the looks of these on Instagram. I think the princess seams would do well on my shape. I am looking forward to getting this one made up. It seems like a lot of work, so I'm a little bit scared. Okay, so I also have some beautiful by hand London patterns. I have the Tamsin. I have always loved this dress because of the pin tucks along, where is it along? It's along the hem and along the sleeves. I have seen this pattern hacked, and I like the hacked version. I've seen the skirt shortened, and I've seen the sleeves turn into I'm not sure what they're called. The sleeves that have the they put elastic in at the wrists to make them sort of puffy. That's what I'm planning on doing with it. I want to do that and maybe have it shortened. And I've also have the Hannah, and I can't wait to make these. I love by hand London patterns. They are so beautiful. I love a dress. Very sorry, my camera just turned off on me. I've not experienced that before. Okay, so where was I? I was talking about the Hannah. So I have a beautiful Hannah dress that I want to make. It's a gathered, it's a wrap dress with a, what do you call it? Gathered skirt. So there's some beautiful pictures of that online. That is, can be dressed up. It can be dressed up. That is a beautiful dress. I cannot wait to make it. Also, they're named, I'm going to butcher this name. I'm so sorry. Taka dress from Named. It is a beautiful dress. I've seen it made up on Instagram. It is absolutely stunning. I need to get this made up. It is too beautiful to not have it made. And I've also thrown in, I'm just thinking, I can't be making dresses 12 months of the year. I need to have something for the winter as well. So I've thrown in a few different items as well. I have got the Helen's Closet Sandpiper swimsuit. So this is another challenging item. I haven't sewn with elastic and swimsuit fabric, mainly because trying to find that fabric in the first place is really hard to do. So I have seen some, I saw some at Spotlight. It's quite expensive, so, and I'm not sure if how well I'm going to go at making this, so I don't want to spend too much money on a trial run, so we'll see how we go. I also picked up the Knititude Easy Eyelet Yoke Sweater. I love her patterns. She has very wearable patterns, and I've been making cardigans, and I thought maybe if I make a sweater, or a jumper is what we call them, that comes across rather than having the split, maybe it'll be easier for me to work out how to get a good shape. So that is my plan for that one. It has little eyelets, very simple eyelet detail across the front, and I have done that before, so I'm not sure if Knititude actually does their eyelets the same way, but we'll see. I have two other jumpers that I need to finish before I get to this one. So before I can even make this jumper, I need to finish two others. So let's see how that goes. If I've started it by the end of the year, I will be happy. That's enough for me just to have started it. Because I just think anyone who knits and gets a lot done, you are amazing. It is a lot of work. It's a lot harder than sewing. Depends what you're sewing, I suppose, but I think it's a very time consuming thing. And my last one is a closet core Jaskia Blazer. Now, I bought this pattern because I really love the blazers that everyone are wearing that is oversized, but I'm only 5'3", and I'm concerned that if I wear something like that, it will just swallow me up. And I'm quite short as well, and I don't need to draw any more attention to my upper body than what I have to. And the Jaskia Blazer looks much more fitted, much more neat, and I think it would just really be a good style on me. So, but it also looks really tricky. I'm a little bit scared. There's a lot of interfacing that needs to go with the pattern. I flipped through it and had a look at some of what the things it needs. I have fabric that I could use for. I've got lots of beautiful fabric at the end of winter that I could use for it. So I'm really excited to have it in my wardrobe, but I'm very scared to make it. So it's quite a challenging item. Quite a few of these are challenging, so I'm not sure how I'm going to go. I still have a few other items that I want to tackle from last year. So I have a lot of plans for next year. There's quite a few things I want to get done. So I'm not sure how this one's going to go. We will see. Only time will tell. Well, this has actually been quite a long video. I can't believe I have talked this much. I hope you've enjoyed seeing my Make 9. Do you guys like the Make 9? I think it is quite a controversial thing in the online community. I don't know if controversial is the right word. A lot of people love it, a lot of people hate it. I think the planning aspect, like how I did feel about it, the planning, it makes it a chore to some people, and whereas other people thrive on that. I enjoy planning it, and I love seeing what everyone else is making. I love seeing everyone else's how they put it together. I love seeing the way they make different things up in different fabrics, and how they put together an outfit. I find that fascinating because that is not a strength of mine, and I'm quite happy to learn through other people. I'm very visual. So I love the Make 9 challenge for that reason, and that is why I put mine up, because I love seeing other people put theirs up. So I'm sure other people would be interested in seeing mine as well. So I hope other people like it. If they don't, well, I do have fun going through my patterns and just seeing what I have to make and seeing the things that maybe I've forgotten about. And for this year, I feel like my Make 9 plans are more a reminder than anything else to that. Don't forget these patterns, they're here. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here at this point of the video, you've done really well. I hope that ring light has not been too bright and hasn't been shining in my glasses too much. It's hard to see what's happening and trying to keep it out. The weather seems to be, no, still horrible. Oh dear, I hope we get a nicer day tomorrow, because we need to finish our deck and then it's done. We don't need to do it, and it will hopefully look fantastic. We've cleaned it off. The wood has come up amazing after 3 years of neglect, so I can't wait to see how that looks. Yeah, so hope you've liked this video. If you have liked, can you please leave me a comment down the bottom? Tell me what you think of my Make 9. Are you taking part in the Make 9 challenge this year? Tell me how you feel about the Make 9 challenge. Just leave a comment. Say hello. I love seeing your comments. It really does make my day. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you to everybody who has liked and subscribed. And thank you so much for watching and taking time out of your day to come and listen to me talk about sewing. Thanks so much. Hopefully we have some nicer weather next time. Oh, there's that glare again. I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.